We are Zollner Florida Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Hey Husker fans, Max 10 is turning up the excitement this season. They're giving away a pair of Husker volleyball tickets, and every time you tan, you're entered to win. Experience the 2025 season tour featuring high-pressure tanning, rejuvenating red light therapy, and flawless spray tanning, all for just $20.25. Look good, feel amazing, and cheer on the Lady Huskers in style. Max Tan, take it to the max.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine with calm winds. An afternoon high near 82. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light and variable winds, below near 57. And tomorrow, lots of sunshine with a light breeze, a high near 84. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Blake Farm Outfitters, and we're all about equipping the modern farmer. Our team is Nebraska's go-to for precision planting, SurePoint liquid systems, Green Eye Spot Spray, and more. So whether you're considering an equipment upgrade, adding new tech, or just need a trained eye to service what you have, check us out. Creep on us at BlakeFarmOutfitters.com and get connected with our team of experts. We're excited to help you find what's next. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com. Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovebneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainer with you on a Thursday alongside no AD this morning. He is en route to Charlotte for a speaking engagement, which means Chris Raff is in the building. Raffy, good morning. This is going to be a lot of fun, my friend.
Good morning. Yeah, AD said he was going to be out of town, so I needed to fly back from Bama.
So you came to town.
Yeah, just to make sure we were covered and we were good to go. And I know that the listeners out there love the love fest between me and you. So, hey, here we are.
Well, here, I do have to say some things, Raff. I have to get some stuff off my chest this morning.
Is this one of these where you're going to tell me that you love me?
Well, I've missed you dearly.
Oh, thank you.
Even though you don't text me enough.
Because you never return home.
Oh, get the heck out of here. No, it's anyway.
Text crickets.
We can look back at the,
I don't think you want that smoke.
We're in a lot of group chats together.
Yeah.
However, okay, so let's see.
But sometimes I say, but I will be honest. Sometimes I say stuff just to kind of get under your skin a little bit. So, I will.
When did you move?
Oh,
that was like
end of May.
End of May.
Yeah, end of May, beginning of June.
I
did that crazy. I went down for a week and then drove back for AD's son's wedding.
I remember. And I don't remember the wedding because I didn't go, but
yeah, you skipped out on it.
Did not skip out.
I remember someone saying, "I'll be there later in the night." Once I think you were calling a game that night or whatever. And you're like, I'll be there later in the night. And
that was it was. However, yeah,
that place out there is amazing.
The thing I was doing involved me being in Omaha.
Yeah,
and because of that, I looked because that was in Palmyra, right? Like his reception, and I remember leaving wherever I was at, and I pulled it up on my Google Maps, and not only was it not on the way back to Lincoln, but it was a significant drive, like a 50-minute drive from where I was at in Omaha. And I thought, it is already 11:15. I cannot do this. Plus, I had something else going on the next day.
Now that place out there was nice. I will. Yes, it was very nice.
If
you want to get married, Palmyra, somewhere out there.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep.
Eric on the text line, as always, 464-5685. Eric chimes in. Morning, fellas. Let's try to have a good day today. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Nick. Let's try and keep the disrespect to a minimum. There's this bit going on.
Hey, there's something I got to say about Eric.
What's that?
He follows me on Twitter. Does he follow you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Should we do a follower count right now, Ref?
Oh, great.
Do you want to pull that out?
Okay, everyone. Here's Nick. I don't care how many people follow me. I don't care. But who's the first person to go, let's do a follower count? I can't.
Do you want to have this?
I can't help it that you're a Lincoln icon of
not
high school football, college football.
Not anywhere
getting
close.
all the. See, I don't know how you trend so fast with leaving no hashtags. Is that the trick?
That's not. There's nothing that I do.
You get like 40,000 views and 358 likes, and I'm sitting here. I think I make some pretty good tweets, and I look 250 views. I'm like, my tweets are great. They are
great.
They're amazing.
They are great.
And zilch.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Step in the right direction. I don't have you muted.
So no hashtags. Is that what it is?
No, there's nothing to it.
What is your magic?
There's nothing to it. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm still trying to get
there's also,
I want Sipple to give me a post on his Twitter just saying follow Chris Raff 7 on Twitter just to get some followers.
I also don't think
maybe you'll get to that point.
I also don't get a crazy amount.
About that.
I don't get a crazy amount.
Okay, say about this. 5 to 10 years down the road, you're calling games for Fox or CBS. Okay.
That's such a far way.
Or maybe you're calling the Ryder Cup.
I probably will not.
Will you? I want this now. Okay. Will you put a text out? Gosh, if I'm still alive. Yeah, I should still be alive. Maybe we'll see.
You'll be alive.
But you put a text message.
You'll be around for at least 20 years.
Tweet out when you get like 100,000 followers or 1 million followers.
I will not.
Follow Chris Raff 7 on Twitter.
I will happily. I don't take social media serious enough to say no. I don't. Yeah. I don't take it serious enough. I'll do it. I don't care. Yeah, but that's also. Do you realize the likelihood of that?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. I'm perfectly happy where I'm at.
But no, I know you're happy, but also too, AD, you've been saying it for years. I mean, you've got calling games. I mean, I thought you were amazing in football, But then basketball came around, and I was like, "Good Lord!"
Let me say this.
But did you?
Jay's a big reason why.
Did you sit around the television as a little kid? I mean, you were a little kid like 5 years ago, but did you sit
I would have been
around?
19. I was not a little
did you
kid. 5
practice
years.
call games? I mean, that's a talent.
I don't think so. I don't know. Like the ones things that I did do, when I wouldn't go to College World Series games like in person, I would keep book at home.
Yeah,
I would keep book at
See,
home.
my nephew John Andrew keeps book. Every game, the Astros game they go to.
Yeah, well, and every game, like I'd watch on TV and I'd keep book. But
like
no,
basketball, like your transitions in basketball are so smooth, and that's hard to find. Being so like, I mean, you're new to it. I mean, what are you? 24, 23? What are you these days?
I'm 24.
20. You're 24
I'll be
years
25 in February, so I still got a couple of months.
Man,
here's the thing, Raph.
Ooh, it's all downhill from there.
Well, it is because this is the last birthday, and text line can tell me if I'm wrong.
Don't say this is the last birthday you celebrate because I
no.
totally am against that one.
This is the last birthday that you have something to look forward to. What's another birthday? Because here's
40.
why. For what? Like, what can you do at 40 that you can't do at 39? That's what I'm saying. Because 25, it's rent a car without the extra fee.
Oh, that's what you're looking forward to.
That's the big one. That's the big one. As somebody that's fortunate enough to travel, right?
Yeah.
Is renting a car is a big piece of that.
True that.
And without the, you get charged an extra $25 a day. And man, oh man, when you're at a place for 5 or 6 days, that adds up quick.
Yeah, that is.
So that's what I'm most
rent a car. Okay.
That's what I'm most looking forward to. But like at 40, it's like what can you do at 40 that you can't do at 39? This is the last one I got to look forward to.
40 was Las Vegas. That was good. 50 was Cabo. That was better, much better.
Yeah. Cabo. You go on vacations.
But I guess I could do, like a 52 birthday. Maybe I'll do a 52 Cabo or something like that.
There you go.
Maybe
I can go to that one.
Or maybe you just get to that age where you just celebrate even harder. No, I don't celebrate harder every year because I used to do a birthday month, and
I do remember that.
That's just I can't do that anymore.
B Joe on the text line says 35 years old, you can run for president.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one.
I'm gonna stay as far away from that whole thing as I can.
I'm gonna sit back on that one. Unless if the Raps roadies think that I have a shot where I can yeah, but I'm gonna probably sit back and probably.
Don on the text line 402-464-5685. Don says, "Morning, guys. First off, I do follow both of you, but only Raph follows me back. That's my fault, Don.
If you follow me on Twitter, I do follow back.
Don does add big games for 2 Lincoln teams tonight, and he's right about that. Lincoln Southeast going up against number 1 Millard South.
I saw that.
And then Lincoln Northeast, who is undefeated. Lincoln Northeast 4-0. If you hear my little high school sports updates that we have going on our commercial breaks, you know that. Lincoln Northeast takes on Omaha North at Seacrest. Omaha North is 6th in the sixth in the state rankings. So Lincoln teams got their hands full tonight with number 1 Millard South, who certainly now I haven't talked on the air and publicly about just some of the stuff going on with Millard South High School right now. And I think it can be a slippery slope. I'll say this because there's a lot of rumors and falsehood that's being floated around. And like everything nowadays with the social media cycle and with the way that rumors get spread like wildfire, just be careful what you actually invest in, like your belief in when it comes to high school football in the state of Nebraska, because a lot of stuff is not true. A lot of stuff comes from unreliable sources as well that then is viewed as gospel. And so, yeah, like there's a lot of drama going on right now. I'll put my hand up and say 100%, for everybody that I've talked to that's much more tied in to the high school world. There's a lot of stuff going on with some of the schools around the state of Nebraska, and Millard South is certainly not alone in that conversation. But they are dominant. Millard South is dominant. They just won 72-0 last week. They beat Kearney, who's a top 5 team in the state, by I think it was like 40 plus points the week before. They are dominant, right? And Jet Tamala is having an outstanding senior season, and so we'll just keep it at that. But then, yeah, Lincoln Northeast certainly has their hands full tonight with Omaha North. So
is Southeast decent this year?
They are. They've hit a little bit of a slope, or a little bit of a slump, I should say. Ryan Gatula is one of the best coaches in the city, though. I stand by that time and time again.
I'm gonna have to send my address to them, my new address, because I still have not got my care package yet.
Well, you didn't show up to the Hall of Fame ceremony that you were in. Your team was inducted.
But I've heard once a night, always a night. So
anyway, Ryan Gatula is one of the best, one of the guys I really enjoyed talking to before the season. And one thing I will say about Lincoln Southeast too, they've kind of hit a slump. They won a couple of weeks ago when we had them on the station. Then they followed that up with a loss to Norfolk, which was kind of an upset in favor of Norfolk against Lincoln Southeast. But there are the Knights are probably, and I say this knowing Lincoln Northeast is undefeated and stuff. Lincoln Southeast is probably once again the best team in the capital city. North Star is quickly making strides in the right direction. James Thompson has that program going in the right direction. Southwest and Grant Tranowitz, who we both know well, they're just working on building the program up. And then I do have to shout out Brian Lauk and the crew over at Lincoln Northwest, because they won against Hastings last week. I think it was 45-26 was the final score. Sammy Jurgens, the quarterback for Lincoln Northwest, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions for the Falcons last week in their win. And that's a team that's trying to build a program from scratch.
I really feel like there's an uptick though in Lincoln high school football right now.
100%.
I think the youth football program and stuff like that is really starting to kick that back into high gear. But man, I'll tell you what, these high schools these days, I mean, I know it's not to the college level of it, but we went to a high school game down in Alabama the other week, and their field house.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I'm thinking of like Buford, Georgia, with their stadium.
Well, that's the one that's, what was it, $60+ million of renovations into that stadium. It's bizarre. No, it's Lincoln and the state of Nebraska high school football is certainly on the right trajectory. And you talk to coaches and you can look at it. The easy layup way to look at everything is just to look at how many guys are getting recruited. Like this year, it's slightly down in comparison to years past in terms of like star power at the senior level. However, the classes to come, some of the underclassmen that are in the state are really special. Headlined by Braylon Warren up at Omaha West Side, who has multiple SEC offers, multiple Big 12 offers. I just saw Greg Smith from Rivals, who we talked to on the show last week, to preview the Michigan recruiting weekend. He put in a prediction for Braylon Warren to commit to Missouri as it stands right now, which certainly is not a bad landing spot for some quarterbacks when you look at what some quarterbacks there have done, whether it's Bo Pribula right now for the Tigers, whether it was Sam Horn, I believe is who it was before that at Missouri. Certainly not a bad landing spot because Missouri's on the uptick. Like, I don't know if we talk about Missouri. Elijah Drinkowitz. So anyway. And
then also too, that'd be like a homecoming for Braylon also, because his dad from was it St. Charles or right down? Oh, I forgot what. Well, down in that part of the southeast part of Missouri.
So we'll see what happens. But no, there's definitely things. No high school game on the ticket tomorrow night. We'll just kind of bye week off, and we have some other action and things going on our station, and so it's kind of talking in the way.
There's a busy sports weekend ahead.
It is, and we're going to dive into all of it. As always, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, and the Starter Heyman text line are open for you. If you want to call in and say what's up to Raph while he's in town, feel free to do so. We can make that happen, make that a thing of possibility. If you just want to text in, like John and Cortland says, Raph, what's happening, big man?
What's up, brother?
You can do that as well. We have a lot to get to, Raph. In the next segment, we are going to give our thoughts on the whole Dylan Raiola commentary. There's been a lot. And
Heisman.
Raph will have his outlandish opinions. No, in all seriousness, though, there's been so much from a local perspective, and now national pundits are starting to get in on the whole Dylan Raiola commentary. And I saw a couple of videos that surfaced, earlier in the week on Monday, but we talked about, or I referenced it earlier in the show, growing like wildfire. that is a part of Nebraska fandom that is spreading like crazy, where the Dylan Raiola commentary, and now you have like Nebraska's fan base uniting to defend him, but then also when you talk about the national guys and what they feel like, it's very obvious that a lot of the national guys also just are watching from afar, ref, and so they just kind of do the lazy layup takes, which kind of is frustrating. Matt Rule commented on it. So, I mean, it's becoming a big thing over the last couple of weeks in Nebraska. So we'll dive into that a little bit. But then later in the show, I sent this to you on the rundown, and basically I framed it of, we've talked so much about everything that's gone wrong with Nebraska. We do, rightfully so, just so we have a fair opinion.
Yeah.
We have to talk about what's going well, because there are some things that Nebraska's done well. So we'll dive into that throughout the course of the show as well. Once again, 464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Sartor Heyman text line. Don said this on the text line. Speaking of homegrown talent, guys, what are you thinking about the opening of the transfer portal with Oklahoma State, Jalen Lloyd, Zane Flores? Those are a couple of Nebraska grown guys. I will say this, and this isn't speaking strictly to Jalen Lloyd or Zane Flores, but Ref, Austin and I did a portion of Old School yesterday afternoon, and I told him that there were Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy this last offseason brought in 41 transfers and 22 high school recruits. 63 new bodies on that roster going into 2025. That's a lot of guys that don't have homes now, or, have a home.
They're going to have to make a decision.
But they have to make a decision as the portal does open up for 30 days now today.
Wow, that's crazy. And then with that too, since the rosters are locked in, so if they leave out, they're done for this year. They're completely finished for this year. Is there any way that they can?
If they leave, you're saying?
If they leave, can they go to? If there's a roster spot, can the school?
So yeah, like I like here's the way it could work. And this is where it's like interesting for UCLA's case as well, to where if guys end up, deciding to move on, nobody's played 4 games. Well, now they have, right? But UCLA, for example, hasn't, because UCLA had a bye last week.
Yeah.
If somebody transfers out, or even with the 4th game, they can play the 4th game, transfer out, and then they can preserve a red shirt. Okay. It's not like I think from a
there's
program
no way they
standpoint,
can play again this year.
I think it'd be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that, because I was like, now if they transfer to another school, would they be eligible to start playing? But then roster's already set, I guess. So then you kind of got free agency, and you've got making cuts in the middle of the season. So I don't see that. But I was wondering about that, because just being so early in the year that it stinks a little bit for these players a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's great that they can preserve their redshirt year with the new age of college football and getting paid. But then I'm also like, that's almost a full year of no football.
It is. I mean, I think the great example, and don't quote me exactly on this timeline, but look at Mac Markway, right? Yeah. I think that's a really good example, and kind of, actual event that we can point to and say it's similar to this, to where Mac Markway joined the Huskers once fall camp and once the season had already started. And so realistically speaking, for him to come in, you wouldn't just be able to get him up to speed, I think, right? And that quickly without disrupting the entire operation too. Correct. So, but that's where it's so fascinating when you talk about teams like Oklahoma State and UCLA and other things like that, is that there's guys that can look at it and say, okay, I'll play in my 4 games, get some tape, and then you know what? I'm dipping. I'm going to enter the portal, and I'm able to legally, number one. Number two, on top of that, I don't have to hope and pray that the NCAA approves a waiver. I know that I'm going to get the waiver because I played in 4 games or less.
I got that's wild.
And so, but then also on top of that, it'll be that's where GMs, whether you're for UCLA, whether you're like a Pat Stewart at Nebraska, that's where you have to take care and make sure you're doing your job. Because if you're Nebraska, just using Nebraska since they're the closest school, if Nebraska views a guy in the portal for UCLA and says, wait a minute, we might want to add this next year, you need to be on the phone with him today, right? Or you need to be on the phone with him once they're in the portal and be working those details out because.
And then too, I guess we always forget about too that these are college kids. So I guess you're kind of a few weeks into your semesters or whatever with classes.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that plays out. I know for me, they'd probably say wait until the next semester to start.
Sure. Absolutely. But then like, remember with Mac Markway, when he got here from LSU, there was some injury stuff there, but he was practicing with the team. He was around, right? He just wasn't necessarily eligible and ready to play in games. So no, we'll dive into all of that though, because there's a lot of excitement. Just real quickly, Raf, if out of the 4 jobs that we know are going to be open next year, Virginia Tech, Oklahoma State, UCLA, and Stanford is one of them, because we know Frank Reich is just kind of like a year long thing. Which one is most appealing to you? Which one's most appealing in terms of, I feel like I can have the most success here the quickest?
I'm going to go with UCLA.
Why is that?
Just where they're at location wise.
Okay.
I think you still can recruit, that. I think you have those boosters. I think UCLA has pretty decent boosters. They have I think you'd have the best chance there. Weather is always key.
Sure.
I'm gonna go UCLA.
I said yesterday Oklahoma State.
Really?
And the reason I said that is because I think that the NIL pockets are deeper at Oklahoma State.
Well, see, I would like to know too what's
T Boone?
When is the next?
Yeah, when's the next payment?
That could be big for me.
Yeah, I also think that you have to look at conference landscape, and I think the Big 12 is much more wide open than the Big 10. Like if I'm UCLA, is it easier to get in the top 4 of the Big 10 if I'm UCLA, or is it easier to get in the top 3 of the Big 12? From a national perspective, like I'd love the Big 10 money, right? But if I'm looking individually as my coaching career, which job do I think I'd be able to have more success quicker? I think Oklahoma State is the one.
Yeah, I see that UCLA job, and I think back to, you have the Rose Bowl there. You can use that. And then you've got the the Troy Aikmans of the world. That would be one of my first calls that I would make, and I'd be contacting those prior people and being like, hey, we need to get you guys on board, and being sort of like Miami. I mean, say what you want about Miami. They do a heck of a job, showcasing,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
with former players and everything too.
Irvin's looking kind of crazy on the sideline, but but that's the guys I'd be getting hold of.
Yeah, I think there's certainly something factual about that. I think it's a fascinating conversation. UCLA, how much, when you talk about fan investment too, do they have
even Virginia Tech, like they've
are we sleeping on the Virginia Tech job?
I think there is. I mean, you look there, they've got a great fan support there, but I think it just kind of, I don't know. That's a school. It'd be appealing.
The conference piece is a big part for me. It's like, where can I win a conference championship the easiest? And I think the Big 12 is the easiest out of the 3, just because it feels like it's wide open every year.
Yeah.
ACC, you kind of know Clemson, Miami, maybe Georgia Tech can sneak in there this year with Haynes King.
Yeah.
But you kind of know that the 2 top dogs are Miami and Clemson. The Big 12 feels open every single year. The Big 10 has 7 teams ranked in the top 20. I mean, that's what's crazy.
You're going to have to.
You're in the gauntlet.
Get some results quickly, or else you're going to be.
You don't have to be just top 7 or top 4 in the Big 10 conference. You have to essentially be a top 10 team in the country.
Yeah.
To be viewed as that, because you got to be better than you got to be right up there with Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State. That's tough. Yeah. That's really difficult. But, Indiana's proven that they can do it. Yep. I said it yesterday. I hate how much I respect Curt Cignetti. Because all the stuff that he says, you can't discredit him because he backs it up.
So is Curt Cignetti, is he sort of like a PJ Fleck on steroids?
Doesn't he feel like the college football villain?
Yeah.
But also he'll tell you. I mean, he said it on press conferences. Like that's what Indiana needed. That's what a place like Indiana needed.
True.
And you can come in and talk about it. And you can talk all your junk, but if you can't back it up, your word's as good as nothing.
Now, that's the thing that impresses me the most about him. It's just at the beginning when we would talk, it was sort of like, he's not going to.
Yeah, it's like, all right, settle down.
And now you're sitting there going, man, this guy's a football coach.
Yep.
He ultimately believes in what he does.
And he can't, and he back once again. The biggest part is he just backs it up. There's something you got to be so confident if you can back it up. Let's get to break. When we come back, let's talk Dylan Raiola commentary. We'll do that on the drive. Sponsored by our friends at Doors Plus. We'll do that when we come back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
M-Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store, is ready for the fall season. Stop by today to see the newest arrivals in casual and sportswear from Johnny O, Seven Diamonds, Mavi, Task, Luciano Visconti, Scott Barber, and many more. M-Suits Clothiers, 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have it today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in 1 weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their third annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's third annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine with calm winds and an afternoon high near 82. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light and variable winds, the low near 57. And tomorrow, lots of sunshine with a light breeze, the high near 84. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert joined today by Christopher Raff. Raff joining me on a Thursday as AD is out for the rest of the week. As always, 402-464-5685, the Honda Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the entire show, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Cable Channel 961, all places for you guys to get in touch with the program. Before we talk Nebraska's quarterback, are you planning a trip to Memorial Stadium this fall for a Husker game? Football games can be fun for the whole family, but sometimes younger children or Raff can't sit through the whole game. Did you see what I did there?
Oh, I said true.
Okay.
True.
So what should you do? The Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates. While the parents enjoy the game inside the stadium, the kids can get their own game day experience from our friends at the Lincoln Children's Museum. Drop-off is 90 minutes before the game. You can pick up your child up to 60 minutes after the game is over. And while you're cheering on the Huskers, the children will enjoy fun activities that involve science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, all centered around the theme of football and getting themselves active. It's affordable, convenient, and just steps away from Memorial Stadium. However, here's the kicker, folks. If you're interested, you must go online. LincolnChildren'sMuseum.org. They have a lot more information, a lot more details for you guys as well. If you're interested, you must register your child or children prior to game day online at LincolnChildren'sMuseum.org. Those fill up fast. They've been sold out in every game for a home game for this entire season. Nebraska's got another home game next Saturday. So just because it's a bye week, don't be sleeping on Michigan State and that matchup. Make sure you go online, LincolnChildren'sMuseum.org, sign your children or child up for Lincoln Children's Museum's game day play dates today. All right, Rafi, let's dive into the Dylan Raiola commentary. And thankfully, we're not going to spend a ton of time on this, but I know you are a big defender of Dylan Raiola, and I wouldn't classify myself as a big defender. I also wouldn't classify myself as a big critic of Dylan Raiola either. I am.
Well, I got some text messages.
I am somewhat. Oh, is that right? The ones that you didn't reply to. I am somewhat impartial, right? I'm staying neutral because to this point of the season, Dylan has showed improvement.
Yeah.
He's shown improvement. He's thrown for just a little over 1,100 yards on the year. He's got 11 touchdowns, 1 INT. And he's completing a pretty good clip of his passes this season, slightly over 73% or so. Now, there's a lot of critics and criticism out there from national pundits. We know the layup take is the Patrick Mahomes thing. But ultimately for you, what's kind of been your assessment on Nebraska's starting quarterback through 4 games?
I think he's played well. He dealt with a lot of pressure in the Michigan game.
Yeah.
I talked about the whole team. They could have tucked their tails between their legs and, let that get out of hand. I mean, even their coach, Biff Poggi, had talked about at halftime how they should have probably been up by a heck of a lot more points with the physicality of it. But Nebraska, stayed in the game, was grinding. One of the things, too, about Dylan Raiola that I guess it just sort of dawned on me this year. But I went to school with Dominic.
Yeah.
And the one thing I remember about Dominic is being in class with him is didn't really talk much. I used to always talk to John Rutherford. He played offensive guard for so me and John, we would talk all the time, and Dom would just be just kind of sitting there. And as the years went on, I talked to Dom a little bit more. But one thing that I always took from Dom was he just really didn't care all that much what people really thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is one of the things about Dylan is like he is confident in himself and the person he is. And I just don't think he really cares.
Yeah.
I mean, those glasses, they're okay, but I don't know if that's what I'd go with, but he don't care. He does it because that's what he wants to do. And I think that's one of those traits of that Raiola, is one of those traits of that family to where they are confident. They're supremely confident in themselves to where they don't care what the outsiders or what the outsiders say. And I think that's one of the things that's going to continue to make Dylan a really great quarterback is he's going to do it the way he wants to do it.
I think there's something truthful also to be said when you play quarterback and when you are the starting quarterback at a place in a program like Nebraska, you have to have that thick skin.
Yeah.
You can't get easily, you can't get affected by all the outside noise.
You even look into Tommy Frazier,
yes.
Good friend of mine. Even today, you can feel just that thick skin being Tommy. Like people still everywhere Tommy goes in Nebraska, most people recognize who he is and stuff like that. But he still has that same. He's got that same, not attitude, but the same mentality to when he played at Nebraska. Because remember back to the Tommy days, back when he played at Nebraska, some people would be like, "Oh, Tommy, he's not." It wasn't that he wasn't a nice person. Tommy's a great person.
Yeah.
However, it's just that mentality that he has, and I see that same mentality. And it's funny. It kind of dawned on me a couple weeks ago watching Dylan at a press conference where I was like, he's got the same mentality. Like he believes in himself supremely.
Yeah.
And he's not going to let what people say, like the whole Patrick Mahomes stuff.
It's lazy. It's very lazy, and it means nothing in the grand scheme of it all. Matt Rule was asked about this on Monday.
Yeah, I just have always. I'm very hard on our players from an accountability measure. I believe that I hold them highly accountable because I want every player someday to say that their life is better because they played for us. And I know people might kind of roll their eyes, but that's all I want. I want them to say I had a better life because I went there. So that might be sometimes challenging them. But outside of that, I'm going to defend them to the end. I know how hard they work. Like even if a guy didn't play well, like what's the point of like burying him? Like what is the point of burying that kid? Like I want to try to build him up. I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about, but when it comes, sometimes I think things are just so lazy. Like he's completing 75% of his passes. He's played 2 Power 4 teams. Even the play with the touchdown to Ja'Cory, that's an elite level check. That's not somebody in the headset looking over the sidelines and them going like this. And that's Dylan playing quarterback, man. So yeah, I say it to everyone every time the media comes in. I'm like, let's not do the just the Mahomes thing. Now, I mean, I get the Mahomes thing, but that's just such an easy. Let's talk about the football. And I think he's playing football at a really, really, really high level. And if you look,
we'll stop it there because Coach Rule goes on for another 45 seconds or so and talks about how he defends Dylan Raiola. I just think it's very lazy. Number one. Number two is people now that it started to blow up the way it has on social media. they're starting to reach farther and farther and to newer heights and just continuing to just kind of pile on. And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, let's coddle him now. Like, hold on, let's be a little more understanding of Dylan Raiola's situation. That's not what I'm getting at all. What I am saying, though, is don't be rude just to be rude, right? Like,
well,
let's talk about the football.
If you're going to be rude, look at the positives. Like, look, the Hail Mary, Jacory's got a lot of credit for making the catch in the Hail Mary at the end of the half.
Yeah.
But look at how Dylan Raiola got the ball to him. It was a 52-yard touchdown pass. So he threw the ball, close to 60 yards in the air, rolling to his right. I mean, that's
a big time throw.
That's a big time. And the throw to Jacory at the end of the game where Jacory, got hit. I mean, he's making plays. We've talked about last year. A lot of people are like, well, it's mobility, getting down the field, running the ball and stuff like that. But take a look this year. Look at his pocket presence, the way he slides and the way, he took a lot of sacks on Saturday. I say that, but he also, he did a lot of things in that game where it's on a different level.
This is my point exactly. And Money G in Kansas probably made our point without even realizing that he's making this point. Money G in Kansas says Dylan Raiola is the last issue we need to be talking about with this team's current issues.
True that.
1,000%. Money G, you're absolutely right. And so this is what I urge all of Husker Nation to kind of do. And I guess this isn't me trying to tell you how to be a fan. It's not me trying to say, hey, let's calm down on the passion. Let's calm down on defending our players. But don't feed into the nonsense. Like, don't feed into the nonsense that a lot of national folks will try to provide clickbait. They understand the engagement that putting the name of Nebraska and putting it and slapping it on social media, what it does, right? Don't feed into the nonsense. Don't get roped into the trap, right? Because a lot of these guys are able, and just national people in general, and this is part of the issue when you're talking about the ability to talk about and have a microphone and dissect sports, is that in this 24-hour news cycle, Rafi, we can say something and there's very little accountability because in 24 hours, we're going to post new social media and we're going to say, hey, this is our new take. And you can rephrase things, you can retract things, and within the next week, people forget that you said it.
Yep.
Now, Nebraska fans are a little bit different. They might not forget as easily, right? But on a national level, a lot of these pundits know I can do the lazy thing with Raiola and talk about how he's compared to Patrick Mahomes and how it looks too casual and how it's just annoying to watch, right? I heard a national pundit over the week go, Dylan Raiola is just annoying to watch. Well, okay, but why? Is it because of the mannerisms or is it because of the football? Because if it's because of the football, that's a horrendous take.
Yeah.
And if that's because of the mannerisms, then that's a subjective opinion, right? But let's keep the two things separate because both things can be true. I'll say that as a completely neutral party in this. Both things can be true. You can say that he's got to stop looking so casual and he's got to stop doing all the mannerisms and all the stuff pregame and whatever. But then you can also say, you know what, from a quarterback standpoint, the X's and O's that Matt Rule talks about, he's doing pretty well in comparison to his first year.
Here's my view of the whole thing. If he puts up, like, say, 32 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, throws for close to 4,000 yards, he can act like anybody he wants.
Great point. Here's what's interesting. Now, Nebraska's about to play a lot more difficult much more difficult opponents in the remaining 8 games. However, here's what I would say. He's on pace. We'll just put it at the pace, right? For 33 touchdowns.
Well, that was close.
And 3 interceptions.
Wow. I didn't even look at
that. That's the type of year that Cade Klubnik had last year for Clemson. Right now, do I think that Dylan's going to get to that? No, I don't.
Big Ten play will be different.
I don't. It's much different, right?
Sluggish.
But let's even say let's go on a much conservative scale and say that Nebraska's quarterback Dylan Raiola goes 25-5, 25-5, which I think is realistic, right?
Yeah.
Guess what? That's a hell of an improvement over 13-11 from last year. And there's going to be a direct transition to Nebraska winning more games as well.
Yeah.
I mean, stop. This is just don't feed into the nonsense. Like everybody, we thank you for defending Dylan Raiola, but also just don't feed into the nonsense because there's a lot of garbage out there right now.
And when he's on that stage in New York City,
okay,
remember
I
that
knew that was somehow.
Remember that Chris Raff said, "I told you so."
I guess so. History coming up next on The Drive. It's the ticket. At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through September 28th, enjoy an 8-ounce USDA Choice New York strip for $7.98 each. All natural whole pork butt, $1.78 per pound. Boar's Head deli turkey, all varieties, $11.99 per pound. And Bush Light 30 racks for $18.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store, is ready for the fall season. Stop by today to see the newest arrivals in casual and sportswear from Johnny O, Seven Diamonds, Mavi, Task, Luciano Visconti, Scott Barber, and many more. M Suits Clothiers, 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert alongside Chris Graff today as we are zooming through the 9 o'clock hour wrap. Already 54 minutes into the show. Can you believe it?
Hello. Yeah, days go fast. What's the lady always say? Years go fast. No, years go slow, days go fast.
That's not it at all.
Minutes go quicker than seconds.
That's not what it is at all.
That's not it?
It is the days go slow, but the years go fast.
Oh, that's it. My bad. I got a little messed up there. Not the first time in my life where I said the wrong quote.
But that's okay. This segment,
Tracy really loves the way I sing too. I sing all the wrong words for all the songs. So
that is one of the pet peeves of mine. Not of you, because we don't spend enough quality time together because you don't want to hang out. But
hello.
This segment is brought to you by our good friend Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected representative since 1999, and he can help you protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future. Visit one of their two locations in Lincoln and or Seward today, and give Jack Russell a call at 402-421-9100 to learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you protect what matters most. Rafi, got a good history thing for me today?
I stopped at Jack's place in Seward yesterday.
Did you?
He wasn't there, though. Oh, well.
I stop by there every July 4th.
It's like 50-50 because, he has this place in Lincoln, this place in Seward. So he was he was working in Lincoln yesterday. So.
One of each is 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
Great at percentages. Yeah, it's 50-50 whether he's not.
50-50 whether he's
I guess, you know what?
Well,
I guess that's true. There's a 50% chance I'm at home right now, or there's a 50% chance I'm not at home right now.
Unless he's golfing, then it'd be like 33, 33, 30.
Is it broken up proportionally?
Yeah. Maybe a little more.
Yeah. Okay, maybe it's about.
See, Jack's got a big weekend this weekend, though.
Doesn't he have a wedding?
Got a wedding.
That's right.
So, yep. His boy's getting married.
That's an exciting time.
Yep. So, all right, here we go. I do got some history. On this day in 1949, the day my dad was born, or not the day, but the year my dad was born, 1949, the Boston Red Sox, after trailing for the entire season, the New York Yankees pull into a tie for first place with the New York Yankees. However, Yankees went on and won the next day, and it was over.
It's crazy because we were going to talk about this just
That's
briefly.
why I brought it up.
We're briefly
history repeats itself.
Going to talk about it. The Detroit Tigers have blown, I think at one point this season, it was a 15.5 game lead in the AL Central. They have blown it.
Yeah.
And now the Guardians, who they're playing this week, they've now beaten the Tigers in both of their games 2 nights ago and last night. And now the Guardians are in first place in the division. Now, both teams are going to make the playoffs. The Tigers are going to make the playoffs. They're going to be fine. However, there's a big difference between making the wild card and winning the division and being able to host the ALDS.
Yeah, I was stunned on September 1st. September 1st, they had a 10.5 game lead.
They did.
I mean, it's insane.
That's a lot in baseball.
The Guardians have won 17 of their last 19 games.
It's absurd.
I mean, it's wild.
It is absurd. It's also Scottie Pippen's 60th birthday today, Ref.
Pip.
So there you go. Turned 60.
Scotty.
It's wild there.
That's another guy. Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
When he got into the NBA, wore his wristbands exactly like Michael Jordan.
Ooh.
Wore his shoes exactly like Michael Jordan.
Good take.
Wore his shorts exactly like he basically imitated Michael Jordan. Turned out pretty well for him.
Great take. Anyway, now there has been like the comparisons of like how Kobe emulated MJ and stuff.
Yeah,
like
worked out well for him.
I say this once again. Chill. like just let Dylan be Dylan. Everything will work out. It's fine. Everything will work out fine, Rafi.
I've never had a problem with it. Like I've said, if you're going to emulate somebody,
wouldn't you emulate the best?
Wouldn't you emulate Patrick Mahomes?
Of this generation?
Yeah, and to put up the numbers he's put up. I mean, let's be honest. I tried to emulate John Elway for a long time.
Raph, it'd be one thing if Dylan was out there looking like Mahomes and had 3 touchdowns and 7 picks, right?
Yeah.
And we'd be like, all right, we need to have a gut check here. Just let him play football.
Yep.
Let him play. All right, when we come back, don't go anywhere. It'll be time at the 10 o'clock hour for the Cash Blitz when we come back. However, also in the 10 o'clock hour, plenty of NFL stuff to get to, more Nebraska stuff, big picture conversation when we return in the 10 a.m. hour here on The Drive.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is hour number 2 of The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. The show, as always, brought to you by our good friends over at Doors Plus. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com today. It's 10 a.m. Well, 10:04. But you know what that means. That means it's time for the Cash Blitz $1,000 cash contest keyword. Text it to 508-777-1000. Or, easier way, is you can head to theticketfm.com, click on Cash Blitz to enter. I'll give you a second, pull out the phones, get on the website, whatever you need to do, get to the right site and location. 508-777-1000 is that number if you just rather text it. You can also go to the website, theticketfm.com, and click on Cash Blitz. All right. The Cash Blitz contest keyword for the 10 a.m. hour is fine. F-I-N-E. Fine. Remember, every keyword you enter is another chance to win. One lucky listener will take home 1,000 buckaroos tomorrow around noon. Don't wait. Get that keyword in now. Raffy, what would you do with an extra $1,000 right now? That was crazy. We need to clip that. Raph, what would you do?
Well, I had to purchase 2 new tires yesterday. So yeah.
Oh.
Yep, that's what I would do with
happened?
that $1,000 right now. Oh, I don't know.
Just where?
Yeah, there was a screw in one of the tires, and I took it into our friendly tire place in
Lincoln.
Yeah.
You still got those connections.
Yep, still got those connections. But I guess on the truck they have like no flat tires or something. Like if they pop, you can go like 50 miles extra.
Oh, yeah.
So they're a little bit more pricier than the tires that I have.
So I noticed you didn't drive your little new Chevy Blazer up to Lincoln.
No, we left
or Equinox.
Equinox. We left lift 7 in the garage. So,
7.
So we brought.
Do you have the interior decorated for when people sit in and take rides?
I keep it, vacuumed out, nice and pretty. But here's the deal.
Do you have snacks, mints?
No snacks or mints yet.
Nothing
I
like
haven't got that aggressive. However, a guy did say that my car was dirty and it was like completely spotless. And I went to the higher ups and appealed, and I won the appeal. So
whoa,
take that, Mr. My car is dirt. But this guy was kind of weird too in a way, because he's like, I just want to let you know that I'm going to report that your car is messy.
Oh, he told you?
Yes. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Wow.
I'm like, there's nothing on it. He goes, it's just messy.
Do you have any air fresheners? Was it a stench problem?
No, it was fine.
Okay.
Everything was great. Lift 7 takes pride in its cleanliness.
Speaking of air fresheners, I get those. I have, maybe this is extra and bougie, and people will probably come at me on the text line for this. I hate clutter, especially in a vehicle. And so I don't like the vent clip air fresheners.
Oh yeah.
So there's a company, no free shout outs. There's a company that has a little magnetic thing that you put on the visor.
Oh.
And it's like a nice little sleek wooden air freshener.
Yep.
And I think I pay like $4 a month.
Yeah.
And they just send me a new one every single month. Yeah. And I just put it in there, and I click it or I put it on the magnetic thing, and it sits up there, and it works for the full month. Works like a charm. And so, yeah, no free shout outs though, but shout out to that company because man, they do a great job. It works really well, and you can't see it, which is the biggest thing for me. I like sleek, I like clean, I like no clutter. But anyway, 402-464-5685, the Honda of Lincoln hotline and the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the rest of the show today, as well as the Starter Heyman Jewelers live video stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Cable Channel 961. You can always follow Raph and I on Twitter, Nick_Sainer or at ChrisRaff7 on the good old Twitter and X sphere as well. Raph makes it a point. He'll follow you back.
Follow back.
He follows everybody back.
Well, I follow back. I mean, if there's some mutual followers, like if it's just like follower X03478. Usually I don't follow those back because
there's a lot of spam accounts.
Not a real person, but if you're a real person, you'll get that follow back.
Yeah, exactly. So,
he's the same way, right, Nick?
Sure. It's a cleanse. Anyway, I once again, I just don't take it serious enough. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously. Either way.
Well, when he goes viral as many times as Nick, you don't have to take it serious. The guy is an icon.
That's not true.
A legend.
That's not true. Either way. So, Raffy, with you in Bama and not able to make it to the studio and be on this show anymore, but make sure you tune in every night on 9 p.m. for the Worldwide of Raph.
Oh no, it's Raph's Good Take.
Raph's Good Take.
Yeah, I've had like 4 different shows on this station now.
That's a good thing.
I know.
That's a good thing. However, I haven't gotten to hear your opinion and assessment on the Denver Broncos.
Oh,
how are you feeling about Bo Nix in his second year?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the Denver Broncos this season?
Okay, so this is a little bit of a tough one because I looked first. I looked at the first 3 games they played. They're 1-2. They've led every minute of the fourth quarter the last 2 weeks.
Okay,
and they've lost.
I feel a butt coming in here.
Hey, there's a but. There's a but. They should have probably won both those games.
Mm-hmm.
Did I think they deserved to win those games? No, I did not think they deserved to win those games. However, for me, I look at it as a positive in the fact that Denver's playing some very bad football.
They are.
And I'm talking penalties. I'm talking, some defensive backs that are struggling. So my thought process is if they can play this bad and struggle as much as they have, third downs are crazy. It seems like they're 3rd and 15 every possession. So if they can get things straightened out, I think Denver should be in good shape.
What is priority number 1? What do they need to get straightened out?
Penalties.
Okay. Because, Rafi, they have...
What is a leverage call? I mean, you call leverage on every single play. Sorry.
Raf, they kind of have a gettable schedule coming up in the next couple of weeks.
We got the Bengals on Monday Night Football.
Well, okay, so they have the Bengals, which should be gettable, right?
Yep. In Power.
Then it's at Philadelphia, which will be a tough one.
It'll be a tough one.
But then I'm looking at the next 5.
Yeah.
And they should win them all. They should win all 5 of these. The Jets, that's an out-of-country game. The Jets, the Giants, the Cowboys at home, the Texans, and the Raiders.
Now they have an opportunity. If they play
that feels like 5 straight wins.
If Denver plays it good, I mean, they're at a point now where I think they have the talent where they can play with pretty much every team in the NFL. It's just the fact that right now they're just playing some ugly football. I mean, the thing that's kind of surprised me a little bit this year is the defensive backs, and it's just not Moss. It's just not Riley Moss. Surtain has struggled this year, and so I'm looking for him to put things together. And then once Surtain gets back to Surtain ways, then I think you're going to see
it. And I will say this about the Broncos. I appreciate the way that they figured out to use the tandem of J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey.
Yeah, so far so good there.
And like, as I think J.K. Dobbins, without the injuries that he's had in his career, he would be a very, very good running back in this league. And I still think there's some tread on the tires, right? Ultimately, and he's got, a couple over 40 carries almost this year, if not more. But either way, I also think that the AFC West is wide open. I don't know. Yeah. As we transition to a big picture NFL conversation, I don't know who the leader in the clubhouse is for the AFC West. By record, you have to go with the Chargers right now.
Yeah.
And that defense can win a lot of games for them, where the offense and Justin Herbert doesn't have to be spectacular.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing about that game was after Austin's going to love me for saying this, but I thought the Colts were better than the Chargers.
Ooh.
Just comparing the 2 games.
Yeah. The Colts are good.
Yeah, they are. Danny Dimes. But then they figured out... Indiana Jones. Yes. My bad.
They figured out a way, though. And this is where we're seeing it, and it's so key for so many teams to keep star players healthy. And that's not a blazing take. I get that.
Yeah.
Indianapolis is so much different and so much better when Jonathan Taylor's 100%.
Yep.
And he's still, we talk about tread on the tires. Jonathan Taylor still has plenty of time left in this league. And it's Michael Pittman's fine, but then they were able to identify Tyler Warren as a big play threat and a notable, a reliable option. And when you combine all of that, Daniel Jones just does good enough.
Yep.
But man, once again, that defense.
I'll tell you what, the thing about Daniel Jones is he's playing better than good enough. Like it's hard for me to say this being a Broncos fan, but I watch the Broncos as a fan. However, I'm also good enough to realize stuff. And Daniel Jones took Denver's defense to task. Like usually Denver's blitz frustrates quarterbacks. I even saw it to the point that they'd frustrated Herbert a lot.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones, he was getting the ball out of there quick, and he was all over Denver's defense. So I think they've got themselves a quarterback, but now you're just like Anthony Richardson. What happens with him now?
It's bizarre. I mean, so the New York Times wrote a really interesting article on Daniel Jones, and he talks about the Times talks about how he and Michael Pittman go out to a weekly dinner every Thursday, and that Daniel Jones is always late. And Michael Pittman said this quote, every single time he texts me, I'm on the way. I just had to break down these last couple of plays. Pittman said, laughing. I'm like, bro, take a break. But that's just who he is. Yeah. Daniel Jones before Indianapolis had a record of 24, 44, and 1, which obviously is not good. But they kept in Indianapolis, give them credit. They had a much more talented skill position group, right, than the Giants did. The way that the Giants handled the Saquon Barkley situation as well just shows me that at that time and for those next couple of months, they weren't serious about competing. And then on top of it all, they built a very stout offensive lineman in front of Daniel Jones. And that's such a key part of it. So I wonder.
Jack Russell.
There he is, Jackaroo. But I wonder, once again, when you look at Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts, it's a step in the right direction, man.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a tough out. They're a good football team. And I mean, I knew they were decent. I didn't realize how good they were, but I think they're going to be a tough out. But
who's the team? Who's the surprise team of the year so far through 3 games?
Surprise team of the year through 3 games for me. I think it'd be the Colts.
Okay.
I think it'd be the Colts. I think I was impressed. Like when they played the Broncos, I was impressed with the way they played, and I was like, man, they're a tough team.
There's a lot of teams you just don't want to play.
Yeah.
Like that aren't necessarily Super Bowl contenders, but are just ones that you just don't want to play.
Yep. Thorns.
I think the Colts fall in that category. Sorry, Austin. I don't think the Colts are quite a Super Bowl contender yet. As wild as it is, I mean, the Bucs are probably a fringe Super Bowl contender. You talk about a career rejuvenation. Yeah. The way Baker Mayfield,
I think the Bucs
changed.
and the Colts are kind of in that same level.
I can take that. How serious are we taking the Ravens?
The Ravens. I'm taking them very seriously. The record, I mean, if you would have told me at the beginning of the year that the 1-3 Ravens would be playing the 1-2, the 1-2 Chiefs would be playing the 1-2 Ravens, and there'd be one of these teams is leaving 1-3.
Yeah.
I would have said no way in the world. But yeah, you still got to take the Ravens seriously. There was some oil leaking on that defense, but I think it's got to the point now with Lamar Jackson. If you got Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, if you got those guys behind center, you've always got an opportunity to win. So I still take them very seriously.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games this week. It starts tonight, Seahawks and Cardinals. The whole Sam Darnold stuff there is still good. Jackson Smith and Jigba is starting to really make himself become a true wide receiver 1 in this league. On the flip side, Marvin Harrison is struggling immensely.
Now, do you think that picks up with John Connor being out for the season?
Potentially. Marvin Harrison's issue right now is drops. I mean, there were multiple passes in the Cardinals game on Sunday against the 49ers that they lost 16-15. There was multiple times where Marvin Harrison was wide open and he dropped it. He was trying to basket catch and it went through his lap. I mean, there was a lot of drops that are Marvin Harrison Jr.'s issue right now, which is surprising considering that he came from such a talented wide receiver room at Ohio State, and obviously the lineage with his father.
Think with that pedigree, he'll get things.
He'll get it figured out. But so that's the game tonight. Then there's a game on Sunday in Dublin. That's in between the Vikings and the Steelers. We know AD will be tuned in for that one. A couple of the other intriguing games this weekend: the Browns and the Lions. I'll say. I think the Lions win because I think they've figured it out. They got the week 1 junk out of the way. But the Browns just figure out a way with that defense to just stay in games.
Stick around.
And Joe Flacco is serviceable enough that they're able to kind of find themselves. If they're in a 10-13 game like they were last weekend, then that's a favorable spot for the Cleveland Browns to be in. Just not exciting football right now for Cleveland.
No, just right. Just kind of keep it close, right where they want to be.
Try to muck it up.
Kind of remind it like to the older folks listening. It kind of reminds me back to like the '86 Browns. Bernie Kosar, they had the dogs,
there you go.
Dog pound, the defense that just kind of, like I said, kind of keep it close. At the end of the game, make a run. So, and then you really haven't heard much from Jerry Jeudy yet this year.
You haven't.
So one of these games, you got to think he'll have one of his games where he'll have a 150-yard game or something like that.
There's also something. Here's one that I would say is kind of a lesser game, but one that I'll kind of be keeping an eye on for a multitude of reasons. The Commanders and Falcons. How does I can't remember if Jaden Daniels is out again this week.
Yeah, I believe that Mariota, I think, is going again.
Don't forget the Falcons last week got shut out 30-0 to the Panthers.
So now, when do you? Is it back to Penix, or are you going to go Cousins, or how long till you decide to make that?
Isn't that gross? Do you feel great about either option?
Oh, man,
I mean,
I guess
in all
if you're the
seriousness,
Falcons, if you're the Falcons, you just got to decide. Like, if Penix is your future, you've got to stick with him, and you're just gonna have to ride it out and let him take his bumps and bruises, and hopefully, get the game. Because with Kirk Cousins, I mean, what are you looking for now? I mean, I believe he signed a 3-year contract, I believe it was. So, I mean, I guess you still, but man, that's saying something. If you make that after going all off season saying Penix is your man and then deciding to go Cousins, but I guess the NFL is, what have you done for me lately? So I guess it could happen.
Raheem Morris, the head coach of the Falcons, said that Michael Penix Jr.'s job is not in jeopardy.
Yeah. So, and that's,
so
you've got to be that way, putting the first round pick on him like they did.
I just, that was such a bizarre situation too. Drafting him 8th overall. It was interesting to see that.
They should have, like with Cousins.
So Kirk Cousins' contract, he signed a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Falcons in March of 2024.
Yep.
Including $90 million guaranteed at signing.
Kirk Cousins' agent is a genius.
My word. At the time, the deal signed after his time with the Minnesota Vikings features a $45 million average salary with guaranteed money covering his 24 and 25 seasons. Despite the large investment, the Falcons also drafted quarterback Michael Penix, a move that made Cousins feel a little bit misled and has led to speculation about his future with the team. Yeah.
So are you?
Jeez Louise, $50 million in signing bonus.
Yeah.
Roster bonuses. If he's still on the roster in 2026, he earns a $10 million bonus. If he's still on the roster in 2027, he earns another $10 million bonus.
Now there's some.
What a great deal.
Yeah, his agents.
Why would you want to play?
His agent's amazing. I mean, he was doing the same thing, with Vikings.
Kirk Cousins over his career.
Oh, amazing.
Has earned $321,692,000 in salary.
Yeah. His agent's amazing.
Mike McCartney is his agent.
Mike McCartney. If you're a young quarterback out there, you might want to look seriously at Mike McCartney. Because, I mean, it's crazy. Just the
NFL. Here we go.
I got on a limb. I bet he's already have more career earnings than Peyton Manning had.
Mike McCartney has negotiated. This comes from the NFLPA website. Number of current contracts negotiated, 25. That's it. Which doesn't feel like that many.
5 of them were Kirk Cousins.
And 5 of them are Kirk Cousins. Uh-oh. Police got somebody.
Got him.
Yeah, that's crazy. So here's the other players that he's. Geez Louise. Here's the other players that Mike McCartney represents. Obviously, Kirk Cousins, who's his highest one.
Yep.
Joe Thuney from the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
Evan Ingram. Aiden Hutchinson. Tyler Conklin. Bucky Irving. That's the most notable names you got. Josh Dobbs. Tyler Newbin is one. Dontavian Wicks, the wide receiver from Green Bay. Brevin Spann-Ford, who's a rookie. Trevor Siemian. I mean, he's got Kirk Cousins, and that's it, man.
Well, look what he's done for Trevor Siemian.
Wow.
I mean, Trevor Siemian was playing for the Broncos 10 years ago.
Was it 10?
Oh, yeah.
So Trevor Siemian, he has, what's his career earnings look like? Jeez Louise, man. He's got Trevor Siemian $33 or $10 million in 7 years.
Yeah. I mean,
wild, man.
He's done well.
The agent game is fascinating to me. Just the idea behind some of them. Trevor Siemian was a 7th round draft pick.
Yeah. It's still, and the thing with the NFL agents too is that when you look at the agents, it's not just like how nice they are to you and stuff like that. I think you've also got to look at relationships these agents have with GMs.
Oh, big time. Don't you feel like that's priority number one?
I mean, some of these guys, they stick in the NFL the way they do for the fact that the relationships that the agents have with the GM, that they're able to bring them in on deals and stuff like that. Because to tell me that, Trevor Siemian, stuck along as long as he has, it's incredible.
My goodness. I'm trying to find, in your opinion, who's the most popular NFL agent? Is it Drew Rosenhaus?
Yeah, but Drew. I would go with Drew.
I mean, Drew currently, my goodness. I would love to pull this up. I wish we could see like total contracts negotiated, like number, because Drew Rosenhaus has, we're talking, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 guys that currently are getting paid over $20 million this year. He represents 11 guys that get paid over $20 million this year.
And that's why he's probably living in Laguna Beach. And
my word.
And probably a $40 million house.
Yeah, his list is a lot longer than Mike McCartney. But Mike McCartney has probably made his living just fine off of Kirk Cousins. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, we didn't expect to go down the agent rabbit hole. But here we are. I could just look at that. I highly recommend, if you want to dive into any just massive NFL hole, whether it's agents, whether it's contracts, like I think this stuff is fascinating. Go to, it's a spot rack, I think, or Spotrac, whatever it is, SPOTRAC.com. And literally that's where all the contract information is. And then CFB Stats. Like those are the two websites that all you need for your life for sports information. CFB Stats. We are going to use CFB Stats when we come back because Nebraska, there's so much negative things out there right now regarding after their loss to Michigan. There are things that Nebraska is doing well. We talk about them when we come back. It's the Drive the Show, sponsored as always by our friends at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Make sure you stay tuned. We have 30 minutes left of the show. Nick Sainert, he's Chris Raff. We'll step aside, come back on the Drive.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9. with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Less than a half an hour left in the program. Make sure you stay tuned for all the ticket shows throughout the rest of the day. Just a reminder, Raph will be back tomorrow. He'll be joined by Austin Orman in studio.
I'm gonna be back later tonight.
You're going to be back later tonight, but on the drive, I'm saying. You'll be back.
I come back to Lincoln. It's my second home.
We put you to work.
Yeah.
We miss you.
That's what I got to do.
What are the chances you move back to Lincoln?
0.
Really?
Yep.
That makes me sad.
I know.
A guy can hope.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I can tell since I've been gone, you've just got nicer.
Well, I've always been nice.
Let's not go overboard.
I've always been kind.
Okay, I'll take that.
We have. There you go. 402-464-5685.
How's your dad doing, by the way?
He's good. He's
Good.
back to work.
Oh, really?
Back to work, yeah.
Very nice.
He's ready to retire, but he's back to work. Hey, the gentleman over there has got a Pius X shirt on.
Uh-oh.
Roll bolts. However, it says class of 2025, and I'm not sure he is. He looks about 20 years older than the class of 2025.
What do you feel about when you go to college from high school and hanging up old jerseys from high school, pictures from high school?
Like in your room or
like in your dorm room?
That's
a no-no, isn't it?
I've never understood the high school jersey.
Yeah. That's a no-no.
High school pictures aren't bad.
Pictures okay, but not your football jersey from high school, right?
I
in
would
your college dorm room.
Unless now hold on. Now there is something cool like to see the evolution, like for Jay.
Yeah,
it'd be
okay.
sweet.
Well, yeah.
Like for Jay, it'd be cool to have like the Eden Prairie and then
But I
the
doubt
Nebraska
he had his
and then,
Eden Prairie high
Exactly.
school football jersey when he checked into Harper.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't see that.
But it's also cooler like when you're an adult.
Yeah,
So, like,
afterwards.
Close the yearbook.
I mean, afterwards, if I had the jersey, yeah, then I could see framing it or whatever. But it's too soon. I think when you make that high school to college jump, you've got to leave high school in high school.
What makes you ask this question?
I just saw a picture one time of a high school jersey in a dorm room, and I was just like, no.
I feel like that's you're asking to get made fun of a little bit.
I'm like, no, you can't put your high school jersey. You can't do it. No.
Now, like, okay, so
I mean, if it was Dylan Raiola's high school jersey, I'd probably buy it. You know?
Would you say the same thing about like game balls?
I think
stuff I leave at home.
Yeah,
like
I
at
think
home.
There's a few year separation period. I think you've got to let that stuff. I mean, eventually you can put it out, but I think when you make that transition from high school to college,
It's just the initial.
whether you're playing football, whether you're not playing football, you've got to leave that for a few years.
Okay.
Before you put it out and display it.
Good to know. If
you're listening, and you're going to college
if I
now,
were to do college again, I would do the same thing.
but like, would you have your Pius baseball jersey hanging in your
No,
dorm?
because we didn't get to keep them.
But if you could, would you have?
No, certainly not.
But it would have been something if you were going to keep it, you would have hung it up like 4 or 5 years later.
No, like even now I wouldn't. Hang it up.
Even now you wouldn't?
unless I played in college and I was playing in the pros, like, and I could do like this evolution of like, yeah, this is my high school jersey.
Evolution. Okay, I get that.
But like, if it's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
high school sports are important.
What's the text line thing? How long until you can put up your high school football jersey?
Jordan P makes a great point, and I agree with him on this part. Jordan P says, if you get NIL money and buy your own house, like an actual house.
Oh yeah, then
I
frame
get
it. Yeah, hang it
Door
up.
room, hell no. But framed and matted, etc.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I'm with that.
If I'm
point.
also going to like hang jerseys, I'm going to frame them. Which framing's expensive now, man.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should start a side gig.
Framing.
Just
Are you a
frame
good framer?
No.
Oh.
My attention to detail is not very good.
Ooh.
Well, when it comes to like arts and crafts.
But no, you put a lot of thought in your house though. Like before you even hang a picture, you're like, okay,
yeah.
You take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My prized possessions, the canvas picture of TPC's hole 16.
Yeah.
Picture I took with my little iPhone.
Yep. It came out wonderful.
Speaking of wonderful, How about some good things that are happening with Nebraska football? We got this text in from, they don't have a name, but I might call him Negative Nelly. Says take out the numbers from Houston Christian and Akron with a disappointed emoji they added on there. All joking aside, I get it, right? Numbers might be skewed because of opponents, but you play who you play. And so it's important for us in all of our conversations to look at both sides of the coin, right? We don't want to be just one-sided and say, man, the things are going horrific for Nebraska and they need to fire everybody and they need to change starting quarterbacks. And like, we don't need to do that, right? Here is the number that sticks out to me the most, Raph. And once again, I shouted out this website last segment, cfbstats.com. Highly recommend it. The stat that jumps out to me the most, last year in 2024, Nebraska averaged 5.6 punt return yards per game. Any guesses on what they're averaging this year?
12.1.
34.5. Actually, let me change that. 38.5.
Dang.
They're averaging 13 more, or excuse me,
35 more or 30.
It'd be 32 more yards per game. Actually, I was still wrong. 33. 33 more yards per game in punt returns.
Not bad.
A big part of that is because the Houston Christian and Akron game, they had to punt a lot, right?
Sad face emoji.
Sad face. However, you know what I think that translates to also, though? And what allows Dylan Raiola to be better and what allows Nebraska's offense to get into a rhythm and open up the playbook for Dan Holgorsen, that directly affects Nebraska's starting field position.
Correct.
And if on average, Nebraska can start on field position a whole 3 first downs better, man, you talk about being able to start at the 35-yard line instead of the 5, or you talk about being able to start at the 20 instead of the 10, like, or even we saw earlier this year, Nebraska being able to start on the plus side of the 50 so many times, right? That was one thing about Saturday that I will say that was a little disappointing for Nebraska, was on the few times that they started on the plus side of the 50, right? And even when Nebraska was able to force Michigan to punt from their own end zone on the first Michigan drive after they turned it over on downs, Nebraska wasn't able to make them pay. And that's where I felt like there was a big thing missing on Saturday.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I was thinking of the I was going back to like I lost my train of thought.
You distracted over there, Rafi?
No, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about a point I was wanting to make, and I was like, don't forget it.
And then you forgot it.
And then I forgot it. That's
one thing I will just say.
I'm a little rusty sometimes.
It's okay. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here.
Thanks,
but
everyone.
When you look at the drives, Nebraska, like this is what I'm talking about here. So Nebraska, this is something that Nebraska hasn't been able to do the last couple of years, where they force a punt from the own end zone, right? Michigan punted from their own end zone after they went 3 and out. 3 plays, they got 8 yards, and they ended up punting. Nebraska, as Michigan punted it from their own 13-yard line, they returned it to the Michigan 37-yard line. That was the drive that then Nebraska went 7 plays, and this is ugly. 7 plays, 11 yards.
Ouch.
Right? Not great for Nebraska. It was a drive that took 3 minutes and 44 seconds off the clock. And Nebraska ultimately attempted that field goal, and Kyle Kananen missed it. But that is where that's what I'm kind of getting at.
Yeah.
Is Nebraska being able to start a drive inside the opponent's 40 is great.
Yeah.
Now as we continue and build off of that and evolve, you have to be able to generate points. You have to.
Well, just things like the punt return game for Nebraska is not the forgotten art. I mean, we went several years where it almost was like a giveaway play, and like you explained it, like
you just fair catch.
If you're gaining, 30 yards is pretty 30 plus yards is a lot. I don't think it's going to continue that way. But even if it goes into 15 to 20 yards of return, that, like you said, that's 1-2 first downs that you're taking care of right there, and you're getting down the field. So it's great to see that attention to details being put, and a lot of that goes to Mike Eckler and the excitement and the enthusiasm that he brings with special teams.
Yeah, I mean, there was even one. I mean, even in the Akron game, here's what I would say. So Akron punted it from their own 3-yard line. At the end of the first quarter, Nebraska got the ball. This is one that Ja'Cory Barney returned all the way up to the Akron 21-yard line, and Nebraska got a field goal out of it. 4 plays, 4 yards. It doesn't matter who you play, whether it's Akron, Michigan. That's been a bugaboo for Nebraska, is being able to generate points consistently when they have great field position starting out.
But that goes back to your special teams again.
Absolutely.
Like 4 plays, 4 yards when you had a great return turns into a field goal. 4 plays, 4 yards on a fair catch, you're punting.
Yeah. Oh, bingo. 100%. There you go. Great point. Great point on that. So there is a couple of things that Nebraska's doing just fine this year. Got to get better, right? Yep. But like the base level football stuff that Nebraska hasn't done well these last couple of years, we can point to things that show they're trending in the right direction.
And one of the things too, also are the positives is those 2 games. I don't want to take those 2 games out because we gave players chance to play extensively. Like going into the year, what was one of the biggest questions? If Dylan gets hurt, will TJ Lateef be able to, and now you have a lot of people like, oh, TJ Lateef is the second coming. So it's like being that we were able to, get those blowouts and to play players. And we've seen, that they can come in and play, so I think that was huge. So I don't think you can take out those 2 games.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's go to break. We wrap up the show. Coming up next, Nick Sainert, Chris Raff over there. We will wrap up a Thursday edition of The Drive after this.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine with calm winds. International high near 82. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light and variable winds, the low near 57. And tomorrow, lots of sunshine with a light breeze, the high near 84. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
One final time on a Thursday. Welcome back in. It is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Make sure you stay tuned. As soon as Raph and I get out of here, Adam Carricker on for the next 2 hours, taking you through your Thursday midday. And then obviously Bach and the Black Shirts, followed by Old School with Jay Foreman and Austin Orman. So a long list of shows coming up for you on your Thursday. Plenty of stuff to get you through your bye week, your idle week. Raph, it is a fantastic sports weekend, my friend.
Oh, man, it's loaded. You got the Ryder Cup, you got college football, you got professional foot. Oh man.
Well, it's Ryder Cup, but also the college football games. We didn't get to talk about some of them. There's like some top 25 matchups that are really good. USC at Illinois, LSU at Ole Miss, Auburn goes to Texas A&M. The Indiana-Iowa game, we get to find out if Indiana's for real. Mississippi State is 4-0, and they host 15th ranked Tennessee this weekend. It's a matchup of undefeateds, Arizona at Iowa State. Obviously, Oregon and Penn State. That's a whiteout game for them. That game's on Peacock and NBC at 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. Alabama, Georgia. There is some exceptional matchups on Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great day of college football.
And then obviously Sunday you start nice, bright and early at 8:30 a.m. Dublin, Ireland. So it's going to be a great weekend. Any big? When do you drive back?
Gonna leave Saturday morning.
Okay,
probably like 9 or 10, probably, and then have the games on the radio or whatever. And we're going half seas. That one day drive is a little too much with the doggies. So hopefully we'll be ready to go for the evening games. I've already picked Alabama over Georgia. So
nice.
Here we go.
You went to an Alabama game a couple of weeks ago.
Yep, sure did. Went down, watched Alabama versus some no name team. I forgot who did they play. It was pretty wild because
you don't remember who they played?
I don't remember.
And you went to the game?
I did.
Were you drunk?
No.
Okay.
I didn't even have a drink. However, it was pretty cool. The Kansas game was playing on the big screen before the game started.
Oh yeah.
So I was watching Kansas play in at Bryant-Denny. Who did they play? Alabama versus Louisiana Monroe?
Do you want me to look it up?
Yes, please. Now I'm really questioning myself.
Okay, so Alabama, they played Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah.
They won 73-0.
Yes.
Did you stay for the entire game?
Till the end of the third quarter,
Okay.
First possession. They got that freshman quarterback that I wanted to watch play.
Ty Simpson.
No.
Oh.
Keelan Russell.
Oh yeah.
Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I asked you if you left early. I don't know if I ever told the story on air. One of my best friends, he left that Tennessee-Alabama game in Knoxville at halftime.
Yeah.
The game that ended on the last second field goal.
Yeah.
He left it at halftime.
Uh-huh.
We still give him so much crap to this day. Left one of the best finishes in college football history.
I did
halftime.
I did something new at the Alabama game that I've never done before.
What's that?
I'm going to give somebody a great business I did right now. So for all of you listening, here you go.
Okay.
I'll take half maybe 10% or whatever when you open this up. You know how they have the pedal cabs here in Lincoln?
I do.
So last year we went down there. We took a pedal cab in Alabama. However, it was an electric pedal cab.
Okay.
So we went much faster.
Of course.
This year, guess what they have?
What's that?
Golf carts.
Oh.
However, it's like Uber. It's called Joyride. So you have your phone, your app, and you can order your golf cart to come pick you up at the front of the hotel. And
That's a great plan.
Yeah. So whoever just heard that idea, Chris Raff 7, you can contact me with my proceeds for giving you the greatest idea ever for Nebraska football.
When you go and pitch that to Shark Tank, you can ask for 10% of it goes to Raf.
Yeah, and then the other 10 will go to Joyride.
That's right.
But
right.
It was great. It was
great.
It was just like Uber, but it was golf cart.
Well,
so we were able to go around the traffic.
That is awesome.
Yep.
That's it for us. Raf, I'm gonna let you save. We're running out of time, so I'm gonna let you save your Raf's good take for your show tonight.
Sounds
9
perfect.
p.m. Make sure you stay tuned and tune in to Raf.
Tune in. It's gonna be a good one.
That is it tomorrow. Raf, thank you for covering for AD and I tomorrow. It'll be Raf and Austin tomorrow morning from 9 to 11 a.m. as I'm heading out of town. AD will be flying back tomorrow, and so AD and I will both be back on Monday. And so we appreciate you guys and appreciate Raf and Austin for filling in for us on Friday of the bye week. That is it. If you missed any of the show, check it out on the podcast, theticketfm.com. Make sure you stay tuned. Adam Carricker Show coming up next, 11 to 1 right here, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. We will talk to you tomorrow.